Okay, so like 3 or so weeks ago, I've shown my game to the teacher that's assigned as a consultant on my graduation project, right? I've shown him the game, what the game would look like, what it would feel like, and so on. The cell shading, the comic book stylization, and so on. And my man just told me,
Alright mate, this gotta be a third person game now, innit?
and I was just like, what the hell, man? Like that's a decision that would take 5 minutes to implement. So yeah, I'm definitely going to show off big rigs instead of this when I'm representing the game. Basically, the last few weeks can be summed up as me scrapping to finish the project since I'm handing it over in a few days, and I still haven't even started on the 20-page minimum documentation of the code. Shit! The teacher said that he doesn't like, and I quote, that the game is 2D and not 3D.
When the time comes.
Play big rigs. I think that now I have a pretty clear image of how much a big video game investor knows about video games. So I've tried reworking the graphics and the look at least a little bit. Give it a tad more color, make it pop a little more, since the last version was pretty dull, I gotta admit. That probably won't change his opinion much, but I like it a lot more. So first, I made a new level. And before I show it to you, what is the first thing that comes to mind when I say parkour? That's right, sewers, which are still unfinished by the way, but here's what I've got so far. Looks pretty okay, I think. Then I made a second level with buildings in the city, but I updated the color palette just so it looks a bit better. And the third one, yeah, we'll see how the third one turns out. Next, I just added some quality of life stuff, like all the menus, level select screen, and the dialogue system so I can teach the more complex mechanics to the player through that. I even added some sounds. It is probably the worst audio sound design that anyone has ever done for their video game, but hey, I don't know any sound designer and I'm definitely not a sound designer myself, so I think it turned out pretty okay. Okay guys, and a bit more on a serious note before the video ends, I just wanted to thank you guys for the response on the previous video. Thank you for all the comments and the subscribes and the views. I know that none of that stuff is really exceptional when it comes to the numbers by YouTube standards, but for me it's a lot. And on a more personal note, I've been dealing with a lot of frustration and doubt about this game lately. To be honest with you, I just really want to be done with this so I can move on to something else. I don't really think that it's all that good, especially when it comes to the level design. It's really simplistic. But this was my first attempt at a real serious level design, so hopefully you'll all understand once you play this thing. So yeah, thank you for your time today and for all those things that I've just told you about. I can't wait till I end my school in a month or so I can start making way more videos than now and really give them the time and the attention to make them great. So yeah, that's about it from me. Oh, just a heads up. The game is not really as good as you're probably expecting, but we're still beating big rigs. Yep, that's it. Bye!